How's it going, guys?
Welcome back to another video.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jasmine.
We're Sweet Simple Vegan.
And today we have a fun video coming out. So we did a 3-ingredient dessert video and you guys seem to love it. So we decided to play off of that.
And we're doing a 5-ingredient savory recipe video. So we have 3 different recipes we're featuring.
Creamy white bean pasta.
Chicken pesto pizza.
And then a 5-ingredient veggie burger patty. They're all super easy to make. They require simple ingredients, sweet and simple, and they're all delicious.
Yep. They only take 30 minutes or less to make also, which is great because we know you're all busy and you look for sweet and simple recipes.
Yeah, so without
in this case, savory and simple recipes.
Without further ado,
let's get into it.
The first thing we're making is a creamy white bean pasta. Requires just 5 ingredients, and for this recipe you will need some fresh garlic, vegetable broth, some pasta of your choice, nutritional yeast, and Great Northern white beans. So you need a high-speed blender, and to that we're adding in the white beans along with the garlic, nutritional yeast, and the vegetable broth. All you have to do is just blend everything together until it is nice and smooth, and you will end up with a creamy velvety sauce. And all that's left to do is grab your cooked pasta, pour the sauce on top, and then just fold everything together until it is nice and smooth. We were using gluten-free pasta here, so we were very careful in mixing it. We didn't want anything to break, so just keep that in mind if you're also using gluten-free noodles. And make sure you season this with salt and pepper to taste. Mix that through once more so that everything is well combined, and that's it. We would recommend you serve this pasta topped with some fresh tomatoes and fresh herbs.
Alright, so now we're going to be cooking up our 5-ingredient vegan chicken pesto pizza. For this, you'll need some fresh pizza dough, some vegan chicken, some vegan pesto, cherry tomatoes, and some vegan mozzarella cheese. We'll start out with our fresh pizza dough. You want to allow it to come to room temperature if it's straight out of the fridge. Using a rolling pin or another cylindrical object that will get the job done, we'll roll our pizza out into a thin circular shape. We're using a coffee canister, but again, you can use anything that helps. Working the dough out does take a little bit of effort, especially if it's not completely at room temperature, but as you begin to work it, it'll stretch and become thin. You don't want it too thin because it'll rip in the oven once you put the toppings on, but we'll put that onto a baking tray or a pizza stone if you have one, and we'll stretch it out. And then we'll add our toppings. We're going to be using some fresh homemade pesto as a base for the pizza. We have the recipe for this on the blog if you want that. It'll be linked down below. So we'll just want to add a thin layer of pesto so it won't become too oily after it cooks. We'll then add some vegan mozzarella cheese shreds. We find shreds work the best when it comes to melting. You can also grate a vegan block of cheese as well. And then we'll add some vegan chicken. We're using tofurkey chicken here, but you can use anything you'd like. And we also have a seitan chicken recipe that is also linked down below if you want to try that out. We're going to top the pizza off with some tomatoes and then pop it into the oven to bake. Once the crust is golden and all the cheese is melted, we're finally ready to dig in. Enjoy!
Last but not least, we are putting together a 5-ingredient veggie burger. So for this recipe, you will need some black beans, rolled oats, some shallots or onions, fresh garlic, and some Old Bay seasoning. So grab a food processor, and to that I'm adding in all of the ingredients. So in go the black beans, the shallots and garlic, rolled oats, and the Old Bay seasoning. We're going to process everything together until it is nice and combined, scraping down the sides as needed, and seasoning with salt and pepper as desired. And you want to process this until it is relatively smooth, but not completely smooth, because you still want a little bit of texture for the burger. So you can see the texture here, it is very thick, and there are some chunks left over, but that's how we want it. So we're going to add all of that to a bowl. You can also leave this in the food processor, but I like transferring it to a bowl because it's easier to work with later on. So we're going to place this bowl into the refrigerator for 30 minutes to set. And once it has set, we're actually going to grab our burger buns that we're using, use those as reference just to make sure that our patties are a good size. I'm using a 1/2 cup measuring cup here to measure out the burger dough, make sure that everything is uniform. And we're just going to use our clean hands to form this into an even patty as best we can and as round as we can. If it is not perfectly shaped, don't worry about it, just try your best here. So I'm using the bun again as reference, and this was the perfect size. So just continue until you have rolled patties from all of the dough, and then we're going to transfer this to a lined baking sheet. Pop it into the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes, flipping halfway through. And that's it. You have yourself some 5-ingredient veggie burger patties, and you can serve it with any toppings or bread of your choice. And we also like to serve ours in Buddha bowls with rice and beans and greens.
Thank you guys for watching.
We hope you enjoyed this video. Try out these recipes.
Let us know which one you like the best below, and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit those bell notifications if you want to get updates from us. We post videos every Wednesday and every Friday, sometimes Mondays too.
We post vlogs, recipes, everything in between. You guys can join in on our life as a vegan couple, and we hope that you guys can try out our recipes because it's what we love to do. We love sharing our life and our creations with you. I don't really know what else to say.
Let's end it there. Thank you guys again, and we love y'all.
Bye.